Before we dive in, this video is for general information only. It's not a substitute for medical advice, so please don't adjust your medication without speaking to your GP, diabetes team, or pharmacist first. Why does Ozempic cause sulphur burps and diarrhea? And what can you actually do about it? If you've recently started Ozempic, digestive symptoms can feel alarming, but for most people, they're a predictable part of how this medication works, and knowing what to expect can really help you stay on track. Ozempic contains semaglutide, a GLP-1 receptor agonist licensed in the UK for type 2 diabetes. It's given as a once-weekly injection under the skin. It works by boosting insulin secretion, suppressing glucagon, and, crucially, slowing down how quickly your stomach empties. That last effect is where most of the digestive symptoms come from. When food sits in your stomach longer than usual and gut motility is altered, your body can react. That can mean nausea, diarrhea, bloating, constipation, or reflux, all listed as common side effects in the official MHRA-approved prescribing information. Then there are sulphur burps, that unpleasant eggy smell that many people on Ozempic report. Interestingly, sulphurous eructation isn't explicitly listed as a named side effect in the official prescribing information, but it is frequently reported alongside other digestive symptoms. It's thought to be linked to the same slowing of gastric motility, though the exact mechanism isn't fully confirmed. The good news is that these symptoms tend to be dose-dependent. They're most likely when you first start the medication or when your dose is increased. And for most people, they gradually ease over roughly 8 to 12 weeks as the body adjusts. So what can you do about it? Dietary changes are really the cornerstone here. Eating smaller, more frequent meals rather than large ones can reduce the burden on a slower emptying stomach. Staying well hydrated is important, especially if you're experiencing diarrhea. It's also worth considering your intake of sulfur-rich foods, things like eggs, onions, garlic, and cruciferous vegetables, as cutting back on these may help with the sulfur burps specifically. If your side effects are making it difficult to continue treatment, speak to your prescriber. They may delay the next dose increase until things settle. That's a conversation worth having rather than stopping treatment on your own. It's also worth knowing that Ozempic isn't recommended for people with severe gastrointestinal disease, so if you have a pre-existing gut condition, make sure your prescriber knows before you start. Now, when should you seek urgent help? Go to A&E or call 999 if you experience severe or persistent abdominal pain, persistent vomiting that's stopping you keeping fluids down, blood in your stools, or signs of dehydration like dizziness, very dark urine, or feeling faint. For non-urgent concerns, NHS 111 is a good first port of call, or speak to your GP or prescribing clinician. One more thing worth mentioning, GLP-1 medicines like Ozempic can occasionally be associated with gallbladder problems. If you develop pain in your upper right abdomen, particularly after fatty meals, do get that checked out. To recap, sulphur burps and diarrhea are commonly reported on Ozempic and are linked to how the medication slows gastric emptying. Symptoms are usually worst at the start of treatment or after a dose increase, and they typically improve over time. Dietary adjustments and staying hydrated are your first line of management, and always speak to a healthcare professional before making any changes to your treatment. Have you experienced digestive side effects on Ozempic? Let us know in the comments. Your experience might help someone else. If you found this useful, give it a like and subscribe to Bolt for more medically reviewed health information.